Okay, day 5 fit check. Very casual today. Tennis shoes, jeans, my Doberman shirt. Hey. I'm literally about to throw up or pass out or die. I don't know, just one of those things. What do you think?
Getting scared.
I'm very scared. Why do you
Some jeans and a hairy ass legs. You need to wax them. Matter of fact, use feet. That's what I do with my balls.
Hey, day 5 recap. We had a late start this morning. We slept in a lot. I slept in until like 10 something. So we started out the day. We traveled into Manhattan. We got lunch at this Mediterranean food truck. I want to say it was called Royal Halal Grill, I believe. We got lamb over rice and it was really good. There's a lot of food too. It was $10 and it was a lot of food. I didn't eat all of it, but it was really good. The only downside was, since it was a food truck, we didn't have anywhere to sit down. We just found like this little seating area, just like right down the block. But the sun was absolutely blazing. I literally was just basically stun locked by the sun, like, and I was just irritated because I'm like burning alive as I'm trying to eat this food. So it made it a little less enjoyable, but that's okay. It was still good. After that, we kind of walked around for a long time. We got some boba milk stuff. Tanner got a matcha, and then I got a brown sugar milk. It wasn't a milk tea, just milk. But it was good. We went to this like Asian supermarket right next to the boba place that was pretty good. Tanner got some candy from it, and we were just walking around in there for a bit. After that, we went to the Empire State Building, and we went all the way up. It was terrifying. Y'all know that I didn't used to be afraid of heights, and now I'm terrified of heights. So it was... So how it goes is you take the elevator all the way up to the 80th floor, and that's kind of like your starting point of like, you can look out the windows there a little bit. They're not like full windows, they're just like windows. You can look out the windows and they have like info about the Empire State Building and stuff. And then after that, you go up to the 86th floor, which has the outside area. So like you're actually standing out on the balcony on the 86th floor. And like, in theory, that's cool. And, you know, of course I was excited to go to the Empire State Building. I'm like, I can't go to New York and not go to the Empire State Building. Even though I'm afraid, I want to do it. We get up to the 86th floor, we're outside. That is terrifying. up to your waist is like concrete, and then it's just like metal bars after that, which like you can drop your phone out of. Someone had their baby up there. Oh my God. A baby could have fit through there. That freaked me out so bad. And then Tanner kept like leaning over and like sticking his head out of it, and it just was so, I was just distraught because I'm terrified of just something bad happening. Also, if you want to come to New York City and, you know, do the tourist sightseeing things, let me give you a little advice. Do the 9/11 Memorial Museum after you go up the Empire State Building. After you go through the 9/11 Museum, you just kind of don't want to be in a tall building, okay? I didn't want to be in a tall building before that, but I especially didn't want to be in it after that. And so that's my advice to you. 86th floor was scary, but we took pictures and we looked out of it for a little bit. We walked around the whole thing, and then we go up to we got the tickets for both floors, so the 86th, and then we go up again to the 102nd floor, which that one is inside only, and it's like windows floor to ceiling. Surprisingly, I felt a little safer up there. I mean, I can't fall out, you know what I'm saying? And it was very cool to see, like, the skyline. The skies were clear. It was, like, nice and sunny. It was, like, the perfect day to be up there, I think. So it was really beautiful and really fun to experience. I couldn't look down very much. I looked down probably 3 times while I was up there. Like, looking out, I'm fine. But if I leaned, like, more towards the window and tried to look down, that's when things got a little shaky. And also, you can feel the building, like, kind of sway while you're up there. Not, like, a lot, but, like, you can feel it kind of, like, shift. Because that's what tall buildings do. And I'm, like, freaking out. I'm like, Tanner, you feel it shaking. And Tanner's trying to keep me calm. So he's like, no, I've never felt a building shake. That's false. And the people who tell you that are liars. Not really, but, like, you know, basically, like, he's just trying not to make me freak out. So he's like, no, buildings don't shake. Anyways, that was kind of funny, because after we came down, Tanner was like, yeah, I did feel it moving, but I didn't want to tell you that. I'm like, okay, period. Except for he also did keep acting like he was falling and stuff, which, actually, he's not a good guy. You know, leave in the comments that Tanner is mean and unfunny. The Empire State Building was fun. We did it. Do I want to do it again? Not really. Maybe if, like, my friends or family, like, we went on a vacation and they wanted to see it, I would go up with them. But, like, I'm one and done for that type of deal. Like, it was scary. It was scary. I got more fine, like, as I was up there for a bit, but it's still just terrifying to think about. Like, if something bad were to happen, if there was, like, a fire or something, and the elevators, you can't use them anymore. Y'all think I'm taking 102 flights of stairs? That's crazy business. After the Empire State Building, we went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's pretty cool. I think we were in, like, a pretty bougie part of Brooklyn, just based off, like, all the houses and stuff. It looked pretty, like, I don't know. It just looked bougie, so I think we were in, like, a really expensive part of town or something. But we walked through what felt like forever. We took, like, a 30-some minute walk we went to that spot under the Manhattan Bridge where you have a good view of it, the Dumbo spot. We went there and took pictures, which is really a cool spot, seeing the bridge, like, up close like that. We need to actually go on the bridge. I don't know when we're gonna do that, or I don't know when we're gonna do that, but we actually need to go on the bridge. Anyways, then we walked through Brooklyn for a long time, and it's just cool to see all those townhouses, and, like, just imagining what it would be like to just live in one of those townhouses in Brooklyn and just, like, walk around everywhere. I love New York because all the people here have dogs. I love that. And they're all so cute. I'd say probably like 95% of the dogs that we've seen on this trip are, like, bougie and, like, well taken care of. Like, you can tell. I love seeing the dogs. It's so cute. And when it was raining, people would have their dogs in, like, the little booties and their little raincoats, and it was just so cute. Anyways, Brooklyn, we ate at Lucali's Pizza. It was pretty good. I say pretty good. It was really good. A very like authentic pizza place. Then after that, we went and got some dessert. Me and Tanner tried Levain Bakery, and then Larry got a cheesecake place. I don't like cheesecake, so I didn't get anything there, but after that, we just started our trek home. Some funny things that happened today when we were at the food truck ordering. This guy walked up, and he was very, like, such a New York guy. Like, just right off the bat, you're like, yeah, he's born and raised here. He walks up, the most New York accent ever to order. They're like, what do you want? He's like, I want the chicken tikka. And then he looks at me and said, but don't put nothing on it. Don't put nothing on it. And so I'm already like in my head laughing about that because that's just so funny. And then he turns and looks at me and he said, do you order? I said, yeah. And I turn and walk away because Tanner got the food. But I was just laughing so hard. New York accents like that get me every time. They're so funny. Which I can say because I'm from Oklahoma, so they probably look at me and they're like, who's this bumpkin walking around? So it's all good. It's all good. It evens out. Another cool thing today, which I'll probably include the video of, we finally saw, I said from the start, I want to see something cool on the subway. Not something dangerous. I want to see something cool, like people dancing or something. And guess what? Today we saw these 3 dudes get in the subway and start dancing. And it was so sick. I didn't start recording soon enough, so I didn't get the part recorded that one of the guys went like upside down with his feet inside like the rails that are on the top of the subway and like slid down it. It was really cool, but I don't know, that was just fun. And then in the subway also today, it's kind of funny, we saw these giant roaches. I'm talking like probably the biggest roaches I've ever seen in my whole life, like huge. But looking forward to tomorrow. We've got a big day of eating. We're doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whoa. And then we've got Natural History Museum and Central Park again. Probably most of the day at Central Park. We did a little bit the other day, but it's so big that like, I don't even know if you spent 2 whole days there, if you could do the whole thing. Like effectively, I don't know. But that's what we have to look forward to tomorrow. So I'll see you guys on day 6. Before I forget, another funny thing that happened when we were on the subway today. We walked in and it wasn't like fully packed, but it was just like busy enough that me and Tanner didn't have anywhere to sit down like next to each other. So we just stood, and I was standing like kind of by the door, and then there were seats to the right of me that this man was sitting in, and we were not close to each other at all. Like he was like at least 4 or 5 feet away from me probably. And he sat there for like a long time. Like we went on like several stops together. Anyways, randomly like 3 stops before he actually got off, he came and stood by the door, just like waiting. I don't really know why. And then when it actually came to his stop, he was like, I'm talking like probably a few inches away from the door, like up against the door, like waiting for it to open, and like mumbling to himself. And he literally said something along the lines of like, you're just standing there looking like Marcia from the Brady Bunch. Like angrily said that. He was talking about me. He was mad at me, and for what, I don't know. It's just a crazy man on the subway. Like there's nobody else around. Do I kind of resemble Marcia from the Brady Bunch? Like maybe? Was it a weird reference? Yes. Did I immediately be like, what? Yes. And I wasn't even in the way. Like I literally wasn't blocking the door in any way. Like I was literally just standing there. But he was just mad at my existence, which, hey man, I get it. I get it, for real. But what? And then he just walked out. That's it. That's all. Okay, bye. Start of day 6. It's a beautiful day. Sun is shining. We're gonna have a good day. Okay, day 6 recap. Today we went to Central Park to start with. Walked around there for a long time. We saw a bunch of squirrels and birds. We even saw a raccoon. That was kind of cool and really cute. We saw a bunch of people walking around, kids playing, people playing instruments, a bunch of statues, fountains. It was really cool. There was a lot of stuff to look at. We explored maybe like 70% of the bottom half of Central Park. So like nowhere near the entire thing, obviously, but it was cool of what we did see. After that, we had lunch at a ramen place, which was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I love ramen though. I love soup. Just something about me. After that, we went to the American Museum of Natural History, which I'm not gonna lie, was kind of boring. And that's just who I am. Was it the museum's fault? No. But I often just get bored by stuff like that. Like some of it was cool, like it was cool to see, but at the same time, most of it I was just like, whatever. After the museum, we went over to Brooklyn. We did our first time on a bus instead of a train or subway or whatever. So that was interesting, but we went to Brooklyn and we ate at this Michelin restaurant, Red Hook Tavern, and it was really good. We got a burger. It was good, and then we headed back to Manhattan, got some crepes on this really cool street. I don't even know what street it was now, but it was a really cool, like lively, like nightlife street. After that, we just made our way home.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's it. That was day 6. Now I'm gonna go shower and then go sleep. Coney Island flop, Aquarium flop. Now we're heading to the Museum of Sex. My hair is crazy right now. It's so humid again. I didn't do my fit check this morning. Fit check. Tennis shoes, black jeans. This sweater with this little collared undershirt, how cute. But it was raining a whole lot this morning. And so Coney Island was not only completely empty, no people whatsoever. It was pouring down rain and we got completely soaked, and it kind of just ruined the whole experience. Lunch was a little lackluster. We went to this Euro place. It was alright, it just wasn't like that great. So now we're going to the Museum of Sex because we have extra time before dinner. We'll see how that is. Aquarium, really old aquarium, like nothing in it worked, and it was alright, but it was not good. Also yesterday on the subway, I saw a subway rat on the tracks, which was pretty cool. I didn't get a video of it because it just happened so fast, but that's just a really exciting part of NYC. Okay, we're about to go to sleep. Tomorrow morning, way early, we leave on our flight to go back to Oklahoma. To go back to Caca and Wee Whiz, Oklahoma. Did we have fun in New York, Tanner?
Yes.
Yes, we had lots of fun. We ate lots of food. We did all the touristy stuff. And I'm ready to come back. I think when we come back, I see a Broadway show every night that we're here. That's it though. So bye-bye, New York City. It's sad, but necessary.